Hey Elaine, my name is Marquis and I am the owner of Nomatic Marketing. And in this video, I'm going to show you three things that you can do today to help bring in more customers to your business. Now, most likely you're kind of sitting there just asking yourself, why would I even do this in the first place and what's in it for me? And those are valid questions. Oftentimes in the world of the internet, most business owners are just too busy actually running their business to learn how the internet can benefit them and their company. And sometimes the only hesitation they have to hiring someone is, they just don't know who's an expert, who isn't, who's going to actually help them, and who's going to end up just taking their money. I found by giving people a free attack plan of actual things that they can use to impact their business, it resulted in business owners just kind of raising their hands and say, "Hey, Marquise, can you just do this for me?" So if by the end of the video you just feel like I can help your business with gaining new customers, feel free to shoot me a message and we can chat. Or you can actually just take all this information for yourself, and that's fine too. So now let me show you three things that will set your company above your competition and not waste any more of your time. So the three things that we're going to go over today are going to be content, keywords, and backlinks. So the first thing is content. So think of content as any of the words, titles, phrases, pictures, anything that shows up within your website that would be in those two brackets. So in order for you to be fully optimized with Google, you should have at least 1,500 words on your front page. So if we take a look at your website in this tool here, this is SEOquake. This is a free tool that you can utilize. It's a download and you can use it as a Chrome extension. So actually just put your website right in here. And this tells me that the total number of words on your homepage are about 165. So not bad, but you still have a ways to go to get to that fully optimized site of about 1,500 words. Even if we were to compare this to one of your competitors, so this is Bake, Eat, Love Box. So they're subscription baking companies similar to what you guys do. And I threw them right into SEOquake as well. And you can take a look. The total words are 344. So they're not far off from you. And when I was searching, I actually put in subscription baking box, and they were the first ones that came up. So they came up with 344 words. They're not even fully optimized, but think about if you had the 1,500 words, you would be blowing them out of the water, especially if they were relevant keywords. And that brings me to the next topic, which are keywords. So keywords are any of the words, phrases, terms that a person would type into a search in order to actually potentially find your site. So similar to like baking subscription or like baking box subscription, like phrases like those. So if I put your website into another tool that I use here, this is called Ahrefs. So Ahrefs is a paid tool, probably costs about $100 a month, but it's something that you can purchase yourself if you ever wanted to. So if I put it in here, I can see here that you actually show up for zero keywords right now. We have about zero traffic. You also have like zero keywords and traffic for paid search. So that tells me one of two things. Either your website is brand new, which is great because that means that you only have one direction to go, and that's up. Or you've had this website for a while and you just don't know how to optimize it in order to drive traffic or drive relevant traffic to it, which is all right as well, because now you're getting some tips that you can use in order to start doing so. If you were to compare the amount of keywords that you have here to that same competitor, they have about 459 keywords. But if we take a closer look, just by clicking on it, you can see here that they're actually not showing up for the same relevant keywords that you are. So they show up for a good portion of them. Bake with Love, Bake Box. So even Bake Box, they're number 14. And keep in mind that when you do a Google search, there are only 10 searches that show up on each page. So on the first page, it only goes from 1 to 10. On the second page, it goes from 11 to 20. On the third page, it goes from 21 to 30, so on and so forth. So even Bake Box is 14. That means they're showing up on page 2. Bake with Love is 16. They're showing up on page 2 still. Let's see if we can find something that deals with you guys. So best baking subscription boxes. Oh, that's a pretty good term. But even there, they're showing up on page 3. So they are a competitor, but they're not unbeatable. As long as you have the facts and as long as you have the information, you can beat them. The third thing that I want to go over with you is going to be backlinks. So think of backlinks as how a website has authority on the web. So simply put, it works like this. Site A points to site B, therefore site A acts as a backlink that gives site B more authority. So it's like a popularity contest for Google. So the more sites that backlink to you, the more popular you are. That it's like more people talking about you. That makes you a cool kid, essentially. So right now, doesn't look like you have any backlinks, which probably points me more in the direction that your site's a little bit newer, which is still good because then that means that you can get backlinks. And if we were to compare you to your competitor, they have about 359 backlinks. So that's across 113 domains. So that means 113 different websites are where all of these backlinks are coming from. And the great part about having a tool like this is I can actually click on this and see what these websites are. And by knowing what these websites are, makes it easier for someone like myself to reach out to the sites in order to potentially backlink to a page like yours. So this is great, but you have to also keep in mind that not just any backlink works though. So they need to be relevant backlinks. So something like allrecipes.com, relevant backlink. Something like, I don't know, pizzahut.com, not a relevant backlink. That doesn't really have anything to do with baking or baking boxes. So you see the discrepancy that might happen sometimes? All right. So once again, we went over content. Any of the words that are showing up on your page, you need to have at least 1,500 words in order to be fully optimized. We also went over keywords. Keywords are the different words that are being searched for when anyone does a search. This is how a user or a potential customer would actually find you. And a third is backlinks. Essentially, you need more relevant sites pointing at you guys to show Google you are the authority. And if you implement these strategies today, you can be #1 across Google. So I bet you're wondering, what now? Well, you can either go and use the information I provided you on your own, and I'm perfectly all right with that. Or if you want the most effective route and want to save yourself just a little bit of time, you can give me a call at 970-829-1342. Or you can just message me on Facebook and I can reply there as well. So once again, my name is Marquis. I'm the owner of Nomatic Marketing, and my number is 970-829-1342. I look forward to hearing from you. I hope you have a good day.